now.
Yeah, we're ready. Back to the underneath set.
Yes, yes.
We had a tryout over there, and it didn't work.
You know, it didn't.
They didn't hire us.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time this day. I got an unknown phone call. Usually that means somebody's trying to call me for something important. I completely missed that. Either that or it's a bill collector.
All of our regular fans were confused. I said, well, we're confused.
Exactly. We have been. We had a little bit of identity crisis. You know, we had the live one, and then we were over there.
Everybody think we're making money. We had to explain that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, is that time that, remember I told you Tony Giovanni gets commentating WCW, and he said, there's George South on TV. He owns a horse ranch in his part-time. He loves working with his horses, and then I got a call the next day. It's a true story from my tax lady. And she said, well, she sure did. She said, why ain't you telling us? I said, what are you talking about? I didn't know he had done it. He just ran out of stuff to say. So he said, George South enjoys his racing horses up in Kentucky on his day off. And she said, how come you didn't tell us about this horse ranch? I said, lady, I ain't got no horse ranch. So anyway.
Tony Schiavone.
Oh, yeah. He laughed about it. About got me out all kind of trouble. Mm-hmm. So I don't own a horse ranch, if anybody's watching. Okay. I don't even own a dog ranch. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Yep.
You hear the clap. You know what time it is. George, how was your weekend?
Bullet, unbelievable. As I always love to say, we are back here. Do not adjust your television set. We are back over here to the underneath. And I feel more at home right
Studio
here.
B,
Bullet.
maybe Studio T or R, whatever.
Studio R. I love
Studio
that.
R.
Bullet. You know, they took us into the live broadcast up Miracle on the Mountain. That didn't feel right. Even over there, much nicer. Nah, this is home for Sonny and Cher, as you know. We haven't really hit the big time yet. We don't really want to, Bullet. But anyway, had a great week, Bullet. It's always exciting here at Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle Television when one of our trainees, we actually do something that most schools don't. We actually give these guys a place to go work, have their first or second match, Bullet, and just get out there and get to meet the fans and actually get in the ring and wrestle a little bit. Had a great opportunity this past weekend when one of our guys had his like a little debut match there. And
Gail Action.
Yes, and great outfit, great mask. Even had a picture made with the great book.
Yeah.
And he even listed it all in Mexican, I think, Bullet.
Yeah.
So I hope he said he liked it. I'm not sure, but had a great time. He had a great little match, Bullet. It was just exciting for me to be there when he actually gets to go out there and learn. And as he said, when it was over, no matter what you learned here in training, it all changes.
Yep.
Buddy, when you get out there in front of a lot of people. So that was a great opportunity. Had a great little crowd there. Like I told him, I mean, you always talk about, best thing about the whole thing is when it's over, it's a short drive home, Bullet.
Yeah, that's
that's the number one thing we like to look for. But had a great week, great show there, Bullet. And again, this week, going to crank things right back up as always. Got a brand new case just arrived in, Bullet. The second greatest book ever written. Sold 3 there in that little old bitty show in Kings Mountain. Was very happy with that. Get a lot of good feedback. Everybody that just took time to read that book, and we appreciate it. This week, PWX Bullet will be cranking up Saturday. Going to get all of our ring crew guys. This is when the rubber meets the road, guys. All these trainees, I take them and they get right in there, roll their sleeves up, set that ring up, Bullet, and we usually lose about half of them when it's over. But that. What we got going on this week. Heard great things about, give Steve Carino a little plug for this weekend.
Yes.
You were there, and Miss Bullet was also there this past weekend, and heard great things about his show there.
Yeah, he's doing good things. He's doing good things. He's got actually a very cheap ticket prices. It's very matches the economy of the area. Wonderful bingo hall, and it's a building that actually will work with you and enjoys pro wrestling there.
Wow.
Now that I say that,
no fire trucks?
No fire trucks this time. Every outlaw guy in the world, you stay away from that Hubert Bingo Hall.
That's exactly
You stay
right.
away from that Hubert Bingo Hall.
That's exactly. And you know, we joke about that, Bullet, but you know, we've always said if you find a good building, you almost hate that you got to advertise.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you do, some goof, like we said, will come in there and mess that up. But yeah, I agree with you. Stay away from it. I kind of like Carino's little post about he's got all of his family working there for him.
Does.
Yeah,
Yes,
I love that.
His sister referee, his mom was taking the tickets, dad ran the concession stand.
Man, I love that.
I mean, like he had covered.
I love that. And you know, a couple months ago, we actually had his son just traveling through come by here one time and work out with us, and Colby.
Yeah, Colby.
Yes. And I enjoyed that so much, and keep telling Steve I'd love to get, I want him to come back So just a great kid, very respectful. So I was so glad to hear that show. It just goes along the lines of what we always say, that there is some good wrestling.
Yeah,
around here in
there's
the
definitely some
Carolinas.
good wrestling there. He's actually got a good crew of guys. A couple of guys I've never even heard of before that are on that part of the state, but actually surprised me because I'm sitting there like a crusty old timer at the gimmick table waiting for them to suck. But they
Get dressed at the gimmick table.
Yeah, just waiting for them to have an awful match, but they turned out to have a really good match.
Love that.
So I'm thoroughly impressed with the guys he's got on the card, and good for him. He's doing some good things, and it's a family thing for him.
love
And
that.
I think he's got Rock and Roll coming on July 11th.
Yeah.
So and he always has C.W. Anderson there, who always worked very hard. Very hard. We did an interview with him. Also, to who you made sure he showed up early, but 43 years old, George.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't wrestle like a day over 21.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. I mean, when you talk about guys that are just picture perfect, on point, and even in the interview that'll probably be coming out, he said part of the reason that he got heat in WWE is because he was too good.
Yeah.
When the agents wrote him up how he was and his reports and stuff like that, it's like, we got nothing. He's perfect. He's great. And Vince got mad at that.
Yeah, we can't use it.
What do you mean perfect? Nobody's perfect.
I love that.
So-
And also this past weekend, give a big shout out to one of our guys here, which no longer is our black cameraman. He's went off on his own, and
He actually has professional cameras.
He actually has professional cameras now.
On actual pay-per-view, as opposed to the
little light bright that we set up
exactly.
and call it pay-per-view. So
the other fake internet fake pay-per-views.
Yes, Cedric Alexander had a great match this past weekend, a big pay-per-view for Ring of Honor.
Yep.
So a lot of our guys are very, very active, doing a lot of good stuff, Bullet, and so we're very, very excited for all of them. And it goes back to what I tell each and every one of these students that come here. We'll give you as much wrestling as you can take, Bullet.
And
you know
we can guarantee we can get you sick of it real fast.
Yes, very good, very good, very good. And on that note, sick of it, Bullet, I do got, the idiot bag, if you don't mind, Bullet, please.
Oh, I left it in the studio. I'll be back.
Oh, gosh.
No time, George.
Well, I'm easy to do that, Bullet. I feel alone here, Bullet. Dang. This is what it was like when Sonny went off on his own, or Cher did, and tried to start her own variety show.
Yes.
And it didn't work.
Yeah, it's
didn't
exactly
work.
like that.
I know exactly how they felt when you just walked out, Bullet. I was fixing to go with you. Bullet, this past week, you don't have to sit down and spend a lot of time with me for me to be a candidate for the idiot bag. We could just meet as the stars pass. We could just meet in the hallway, and that vibe of you being an idiot, Bullet, would probably come off. That's what happened to me this weekend. I got two real quick idiots that I want to put in this bag. Bullet, when you're at one of these events, especially when it's hot in the building and it's sweaty, and you want to be nice, you want to sell a few gimmicks, you want to sell a few books, but you try not to. It's just hard to stand still and carry on a conversation with somebody in this hot building with music blaring. This one gentleman, Bullet, that came up to me, and it's all hot in there, and this guy come up, never made before in my life. He comes to my gimmick table, and they always have their little baby. It's like they use their little baby, kind of like I use my book to get over, or I use you to get over. They got this little bitty baby, had to be 4 months old, Bullet. Got the shirt off the baby. Baby's sweating, Bullet. The baby don't want to be there either. So the dad comes up. The first of all, they ask you, can you hold the baby for a picture? And I don't like doing that, because my luck, I'll drop it and I get sued. So I say, okay, well, you hold the baby. We'll get someone to take the picture. He said, okay. So we get to do that. And then all of a sudden, Bullet, they take the picture. I think we're done. Kid's sweating. Kids start screaming, Bullet. I don't know why. It may have been because I didn't get a picture of me. But the dad is actually sitting there, Bullet, with that cute little goof baby, trying to get that baby to say hey to me. I swear to you, Bullet, he was trying to get that baby to say hey. And that baby's like freaking out. That baby's head's about this big vein sticking out. Baby's ready to get out of there. This was like 10 o'clock at night, Bullet. The baby done been there all day long, probably hungry, got a dirty diaper and everything. And that dad stood there for like 30 minutes, just trying to get that baby to say hey to me. So, Bullet, with all that being said, I finally said, Dad, listen, the baby can't talk, goof. The baby can't talk. So, anyway, very, very rude moment there, Bullet. So, 1.5, I'm going to put the dad and his cute little goof baby that never did say hey to me in the idiot bag.
There you go. You get heat for not shaking his hand.
Yeah. And then as soon as that was done, Bullet, okay, one more match at this particular building. Show's still hot. We're all ready to go. Started packing stuff up. A guy comes right up to me, Bullet,
of course,
and asks me that famous question. He said, "How much is your book?" So that's music to my ears, Bullet. Okay. So automatically, the deer antennas go up. I get the book out, and before I could lay my spill on him, he says, "Well, I ain't got any money." So, with all that being said, Bullet, I'm going to put this idiot why would you even ask me how much my book is if you ain't got no money, Bullet? Oh my gosh. And it may not have been that bad, but by that time it's sweaty, it's hot.
No, I think it's that bad. Gimmick sales have been really bad, Joe. They've been really bad recently.
So I'm throwing that guy basically for just asking me that stupid question. So Bullet, him, the dad, and that cute little goof baby.
Non-talking baby.
Yeah, non-talking baby. Wouldn't even say hey to me. Bullet don't even know proper protocol in the dressing room.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You say hi to the Undertaker? Come on.
The three, exactly. So those 2.5 are put in our idiot bag, Bullet, just for a brief moment in time. Hope I never run into them again, Bullet. But they had, that little baby will grow up with the prestige of being thrown in the idiot bag before he turned a year old. Wow. Bullet, ain't nobody safe.
Kind of like Blue Ivy's debut on a rap record.
I kind of like that. So nobody is immune from the idiot bag. No age, no whatever, Bullet. So those 2.5, throw it in the idiot bag and hope for a better week this week, Bullet. We're going to try to sell a few gimmicks for us and maybe get a new set. I'm not sure. So that's all I got. Great week, Bullet. Exciting. We're getting ready to train here. Got some new guys. A lot of exciting things happening here tonight. We may do a special interview. Won't say nothing about it tonight. Once we get done, maybe announce it next week or something.
Yeah. We'll let everybody know where it is, just in case something happens or wherever. I hate putting stuff out there and doesn't come
I totally agree.
fruition. And also, hopefully, too, next week I'll have some big news about what's going on in my career and stuff like that. I got some big news that hopefully I can announce on Monday and go forward with that. Don't worry, it's nothing big related to me. It's something else on it. Don't worry, I will still be begging people for bookings for the next several months because I don't have another one until August 2nd. So don't worry.
Is it too early for us to mention our Sunday thing or no? Should I shut up about it?
Oh, no, we can talk about the Sunday
thing.
Yeah. But there's a special thing at that Sunday thing. The $5 Wrestling, July 20th in Elkin Armory. Something very special will be announced with that, but I can't announce that until that happens, so that's in full effect. And I got to do some other things the rest of this week.
So people just put a little stick-em note up on the refrigerator that we'll get back with you.
July 20th.
July 20th.
Next week you're going to hear a lot of things about me. I won't be so quiet and forgotten as I have been the last couple weeks.
Maybe I hold a book next week. Well, I'd feel weird too, like when you walk. All I got to say, boys, I hope you never leave me. Oh, I fell alone there just for a moment when you walked away. But you came back, so that's all that matters. So, great week, Bullet. Got a lot of stuff going on. Thank you so much, Bullet, for everything.
All right. And once again, I had a good segue here.
Oh, yeah. What is coming back each and every week is...
I don't know if I like that.
No, that's tacky.
That is tacky.
Oh, we can't tell you about your plans till next week.
Yes, I can't talk about my plans, but we can tell you about where you can get the second greatest book of all time, and that is highspots.com.
Good job, Bullet. Good. Very good.
Man, I kind of blanked there.
I know that, Bullet.
That's what I'm there for. It's not anything else. It's for that wonderful segue.
I gave you the one hot tag, Bullet, okay? You short-armed me, but that's okay. That's very Ricky and Robert-ish. That's okay.